Yeah, man, nice. Fit you, fit you, fit you. The girls, them nice. Fit you, fit you, fit you. The food is nice. Fit you, a paradise. Fit you.
No country music was harmed in the making of this song.
Hello, my name is Radio Cayman, 89.9 FM.
Precious, that's how you'll always be. Precious, until eternity.
Hi, this is Anna K. Miller, intern at Radio Cayman.
Precious, 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 precious.
Continue listening to 89.9 FM.
Today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman.
It's only two species that we have, on the island.
Generations present.
Your voice, your choice.
It is in the best interest of the people of these islands.
Local, regional, international. This is Headlines from Radio Cayman's newsroom.
Today's biggest news.
Customs and Border Control Service staff, led by Deputy Director Kevin Walton, conducted the first awareness session for 2021 on January 22nd. The Cayman Islands Chamber of Commerce requested CBC's support in conducting this seminar. CEO Will Pano of Chamber of Commerce expressed delight that CBC was able to assist, and he further stated the desire to have additional sessions throughout the year. The presentation gave a general overview of CBC but focused primarily on the trade and revenue portfolio headed up by the Deputy Director. Good afternoon, I'm Dion Anglin with your headlines and news elsewhere. A mother and her daughter, both from El Salvador, have spent more than 500 days at an immigration detention center in the United States, despite a rule limiting the detention of underage migrants to a maximum of 20 days. Louisa has had to write letters to legislators asking authorities to release her and Ariana, her mother, from a U.S. government detention center for migrant families. As of February 2nd, she has spent 531 days in U.S. government custody together with her mother as they try to avoid deportation following an unsuccessful asylum request. And U.S. country music star Morgan Wallen has been removed from more than 400 U.S. radio playlists after a video emerged of him using a racial slur. In the footage reportedly filmed by a neighbor last weekend, the 27-year-old is seen saying goodbye to some friends and calling one of them the N-word. The Nashville star, whose latest album has been #1 in the U.S. for the past 3 weeks, has apologized. That's a wrap of your headlines. I'm Dion Anglin.
For the latest in news and information,
Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Download the Radio Cayman app or log on to our website, radiocayman.gov.ky.
your voice, your choice, your radio.
You waited for me, for me.
You called out my name. No, my past confirm my shame. What amazing grace you showed, so patiently.
Wait, you singing out kind of loud though.
Just don't cry out loud.
Our word of the week is vociferous. VOCIFEROUS. It means being offensively loud.
This week on the Flex, more proud of them honorees. Some of them are real activists.
Jolyn, Danielle, and Mariah Praise.
Speaking of outcry, Jared, tell them how they can join us.
You can join us this Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. right here on Radio Cayman, 89.9 FM. Plus, you can also join us on YouTube Live. And for YOUTHFLEX, a program for all people by young people. YOUTHFLEX, more in talk.
Where would I be?
He who says he can and he who says he can't are both usually right.
Difference between depression and joy. It's purpose, that kind of purpose, that to live in service, not to you, but to live in service to humanity, to live in service to your family, to live in service to your church, to your city, to your country, to the world. Living in service, that is the purest form of joy.
We're supposed to have more joy. Read John 15:11.
These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, and your joy might be full.
Glory to God. I greet you with Jesus' joy.
Welcome to YouthFlex's Season of Joy. With your host, Chanel Martinez.
Good afternoon and welcome to YouthFlex Radio Show's Season of Joy. I'm your host Chanel along with my co-host Deidre. Today on the show we'll be featuring Proud of Them 2021 honorees Danielle Seals and Mariah Perez Padua.
The word of the week is vociferous. VOCIFEROUS. It is an adjective that means conspicuously and offensively loud or noisy.
Our Bible verse of the day comes from Proverbs 16 verse 3. Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts shall be established. As always, you can join in on our conversation by calling 1-800-534-8255, toll-free courtesy of Flow, or join us on YouTube Live.
Okay, let's take our first music break. Here is Jason Mighty with You Waited.
You came out your way. You sat down to speak to me. Thank you, Lord. What amazing grace you show so patiently. You waited for me, just for me. Only for me. Oh. You called out my name. Know my past, confirm my shame. What amazing grace you show so patiently. You showed so patiently. You waited for me, just for me. Thank you, Jesus. You waited for me, just for me. Oh yeah. Where would I be if you left me now? Where would I be if you left me? Where would I be if you left me now? Where would I be if you left me? Jesus, you waited. You waited. Jesus, you waited. You waited.
The new year is around and I still carry my COVID-19 weight. Eating healthy and losing weight is so much harder than I thought.
Yeah, tell me about it. But have you heard of Dre's Lunch Weight Loss Program? Apparently they deliver meals right to your office every day, 5 days a week. Now I tell you one thing, you're guaranteed to shave off a few extra pounds with that. Train with Dre's weight loss program sounds right for you. Save time and get your meals right. Contact Dre to begin your journey and start losing the extra weight. No excuses, no gimmicks, just hard work. Follow the website www.trainwd.com. That's TRAINWD.com. Also follow them on Instagram, Training with Dre, Facebook, Train You Fit, or call Dre today at 928-3420. Get your meals right and lose your weight today. Contact Dre.
A national sport, an international phenomenon, a way of life.
In any land in the world, and he would never strike a ball more pure.
Football binds a community and can build a nation. Cayman football is back.
A little clips it in. Well back!
Better, faster, stronger, and united.
This is the league we want to watch.
From the pitch to the stands, to the field and the sands, we are united. We are Cayman football.
This is YOUTHFLEX, more than talk.
Welcome back, listeners. We're now joined with Proud of Them honoree Mariah Praise Padua. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Mariah Praise Padua. I'm 12 years old and I go to Geauga High School.
And what category were you nominated for?
Community service.
Do you know who nominated you for the Proud of Them honoree?
I know that my godmother
She had a lot of nominations. I think she had about 10 or 11 nominations from different people. Church people, teachers, principals, former principals, parents, who else? Godparents, I believe they were. She had quite a few.
And can you share with us what achievements assisted you in getting this award?
Achievement. What do you mean? What do you mean by achievement?
What do you do?
Yeah,
what did you do to get the award?
Oh, okay. I gave groceries to people who lost their jobs due to COVID-19, and I gave books to my former school, Red Bay Primary School, and I helped with Meals on the Wheels, and yeah.
Okay, and why did you feel like that was something that you had to do?
I felt like, that's something I had to do because I want to see our community grow, and I want to see our community not fall, and I want to see the community be stronger and help each other. Yeah.
What are your plans after receiving this award?
I don't know yet, but I don't know really.
Okay. So with this this food drive that you did it was over lockdown, and it was for your church, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. How did you go about doing that, seeing that we were in lockdown and we couldn't really go out? And
well, of course we had to wear a mask, and we took separate cars, of course, and we knocked on the people's doors, or called them, because some of the people that lost their jobs, they were people that we knew, and so we knocked on the doors or called them, and we tried not to get in contact, physical in contact with them, so yeah.
So what do you do in your spare time?
Watch Netflix. I don't know.
Any favorite shows currently?
I like anime, so I'm watching 7 Deadly Sins.
Okay, cool. And Why do you like community service?
Because I like to give back to the community, and as I said, I like to see the community grow, and just in general, I like to help the community.
Okay, and apart from community service, I see that you've been in beauty pageants. Can you tell us your experience with that?
I've only been in one.
In one?
One beauty pageant, and honestly, it's it's hard because well, I joined very late, and so I had to get everything in order in a very short amount of time, like a matter of 2 months. So that was hard, but yeah, it was a good experience because I got to meet some people who has the same interests as me and stuff like that. So.
Do you think being in a beauty pageant taught you any life lessons? Because people think beauty pageants are all about beauty and how you look, and sometimes it's more than that. So.
Yeah.
It didn't really. No, not really, because I don't think that everything is about how you look on the outside.
Okay. So we have a caller.
Yeah.
Hello?
Stuck off. Afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. Something wrong with that phone feed, but anyhow.
Okay, we'll just continue.
They'll call back.
Yeah.
Now that you've gotten this award, do you feel like you are an inspiration to others?
I mean, yeah, well, yeah. I don't know, because I don't think people see people on the billboard and be like, oh, yeah, they inspire me, because but I feel like I've done something to those people who see me, and they're like, oh, maybe if I can do that one day, and I can be on that billboard one day, I don't know.
No, but I tell you what is very impressive about what you did was that there were adults who were scared to go on the front lines during COVID. But you as a 12-year-old were willing to risk health and wellness to go and help others who you know for sure would have probably been destitute and starved if it wasn't for the supply that was provided by you and your group. And I think that is what caught the eye of the selection committee. Here's this 12-year-old who's bagging up groceries in the middle of the night, delivering them, and delivering them and risking
playing
games on
right. She could have been
Netflix,
watching Netflix, right, and not reaching out to anybody in her community, and nobody would have think anything less of her, because she would have been studying online like every other student, doing all the kind of other stuff that other students were doing. And there were many, I don't think there were any one of her peers doing what she was doing during COVID, and being out there almost like a frontline worker, helping people in our society, in our community, to survive. We had 0 deaths from COVID. I think we had one recently. But we could have had a lot of fallout because of starvation, because of malnutrition, because of people not having access to the normal way of life in Cayman. Thankfully, the government had rallied around the utilities. And power wasn't cut off and water wasn't cut off. So people still had those necessities, even though they could not afford them because they had 0 income. But when it came to food, the government alone couldn't do that response, and it took groups like Mariah Praise Group and others who kind of helped people survive. During COVID, the Youth Services Unit whole team was redeployed at NAU, the Needs Assessment Unit, where they would assess people who have been directly affected by COVID-19. I mean, we had hundreds daily. And that was just for the Caymanian ones. People who were Caymanian could join that queue and get the help. So, but we had many non-Caymanians among us that could not tap into the resources at the needs assessment unit. So they relied on groups like Mariah Praise Group and Resilience Cayman and all these other groups that were supplying people who could not afford food because they had zero income. And I think that in itself deserves a billboard, and I think the selection committee has made a wise decision by including Mariah Praise.
So Mariah, can you tell us your opinion or how you feel about the whole Proud of Them campaign and what they do?
I think it's good because that they're putting people that are younger on the spotlight, because a lot of people don't think that young people are capable of doing things like what we do. And yeah.
And what do you think about the gala that happened? How did you like it, or did you not like it? What?
I liked it.
You liked it? Okay.
I like the food.
Everybody says that.
Right, it's the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah.
You get what you pay for, and you pay top dollar. You get top food. You get top almost everything. I mean,
so we have a caller again.
Sure. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi, caller.
Hey, Danielle.
Oh, it's Danielle.
Hi. Yes, hi.
Hi. So Danielle Seals is one of our guests from the Proud of Them. Can you introduce yourself, Danielle?
Hi, I'm Danielle Seals. I'm 19. I don't know. I go to university.
Okay, and Danielle, can you tell us what category you were nominated for?
I was nominated for culture, academics, and community service.
Okay. And do you know who nominated you?
Yes, I was nominated by my mom.
So Danielle, what achievements assisted you in becoming an honoree?
For culture, I think one of my achievements was participating a lot in Pan. I used to play a lot, and for community service and academics, I worked hard in school, and I tried to help out the community as much as I could. I was in Key Club. Yeah.
On the Turtle Team.
And Turtle Team, yes, I can never forget about the Turtle Team.
And can you share with us what the Turtle Team is and what they do?
The Turtle Team is basically this turtle team by the Department of Environment. It is different. Well, no, not different. You can volunteer to help with the turtle program that they have, with recording how many nests were laid in a year during their nesting season, and just help get the little hatchlings to the sea, or like how many, I will count how many nests were successful or how many were not successful.
Okay. And can you share with us why do you have a passion for the environment?
I've always had a passion for the environment, just because I knew it's something we're living on, just like this planet. It's just, we need to protect it. And being on an island, growing up by the ocean and stuff, you really see that, like, wow, like, these are living things all around us, and then, like, there's deforestation happening, or, like, construction or anything, like, just, like, that could damage the environment at all, and you're just like, we need to do something to help preserve it, because literally trees are giving us life. So why not save them? Why not help them? So.
Okay. And besides your environmental work, I see that, or you told us actually that you play music and stuff, and I saw that you actually went away to Scotland to play music. Can you share with us that experience?
I did. I went to Scotland in 2017 with my concert band, my school concert band, and we went to one of my music teacher's old schools, or just we did this. It was initially an exchange program, so we go to them and eventually they come to us, and it was a very interesting experience. And interesting, I mean, as in that was my first time in Scotland, and I froze every day, and it was a very nice experience. I made a lot of nice friends that I still am in contact with, like today, and yeah, I'll never forget that trip. So, a lot of memories.
Right, since going to school in Europe, in the UK, you ever connected with your Scottish counterparts just to rendezvous while you were at school?
We haven't met as yet, but my host family, the girl that I was staying with, she's not at my school, but she's at, like, very near to me, like an hour away. So we've planned to meet up and just, like, hey.
Okay, and you're away at school now. Can you share with us how is school going on, seeing that you're away in Europe and COVID is pretty big up there? So can you share with us how that's going?
I'm actually in Cayman right now.
Oh, you're in Cayman. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just doing online university, and it is very different and hard. I mean, I started with online university there still, but I was still going in for practicals, and right now the UK is in lockdown right now, so I haven't been able to really gone back, and a lot of my practicals have been cancelled, and I just have to, there's something I just have to adjust to with everything. So.
How are you managing the time zone difference? I mean, they're like a half a day ahead of us.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I can imagine. You'll be up like midnight, right?
I'm just telling you straight. It's not fun. I'm waking up at 4 a.m. and I have to pay. And they expect me to be
bright and chirpy.
Yeah, and I'm like, it's literally 5 in the morning and you're asking me a question about the circumference of a circle. I can't answer that right now. So, yeah, it's very difficult, and I'm trying to adjust and keep my motivation and work ethic up. So I'm doing something almost every day to help me to stay in that mode.
Okay.
So, Danielle, we're gonna take a music break. Could you call back after?
Just stay on the line.
Okay. Or you could stay on the line.
That's it.
Okay, for a second music break, here's Jermaine Edwards with Won't Stop Me.
Lord, I will always keep you in my heart, 'cause nothing and no one can take you away from me. I'd rather sell everything that I have than sell my soul for an idol. Won't be deceived. Won't be deceived. Lord, you never said it would be easy taking this narrow road journey. I see them run fast but end up lost, 'cause they didn't take the time to hear your voice. I see them mocking and laughing. It's a pity never saw it coming. Stiff necks with hearts of stone, but one day the truth must be told. Lord, I will always praise you. Oh, I just love you and adore you. They can call me a fool, but that won't stop me. Stop me from loving you. Oh, stop me from loving you.
Bacardi presents One Love Legends of Reggae Concert, Saturday, February 13th at Coral Beach, featuring Mr. Notch and Local Motion 345, Erica Asai, Bonafide K-Man, and DJ Craig, covering legendary reggae music with a lovers rock twist for this pre-Valentine's Day show. Catch the free pre-show from 4 p.m. with the Neverines and Sugar Daddy. Tickets to the main event, $25, available from eventpro.ky or ticket outlets, Coral Beach, Blackbeard's Liquor Stores, Winners Circle, FIS MoneyGram, Funky Tanks, Island Naturals Cafe, and ShopRite. One Love Legends of Reggae Concert is brought to you by Bacardi, Coral Beach, Burger Shack, Supermix, Caymanian Times, and Radio Cayman.
I feel lost. I'm not sure what I want to do when I finish school.
You're not alone. So many just don't know what they want to do. And the economy has changed so much, but you know, STEM fields really are the future. Just look at how many businesses have gone online since lockdown.
You know, I do like the idea of building websites.
You should check out the University of the West Indies Open Campus. They have new classes in web development and so much more. They even offer sign language and so many other professional fields. Maybe speaking to them might help you make a decision on your future.
The University of the West Indies Open Campus offers custom-built programs matching your current education level with the qualifications you need to find your place in the Cayman dream. Visit the University of the West Indies at open.uwi.edu or call them today at 946-8322.
Green Turtle, modern solutions to get you through the new normal. Download the Green Turtle app now and top up yours or a loved one's phone with any mobile carrier in any destination. Home delivery of laptops, tablets, phones, accessories, and iTunes and major online retailer gift cards. And now, home deliveries of groceries and courier service. Guaranteed delivery within 2 hours from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visit their list of products at greenturtle.ky or download the Green Turtle app today. Green Turtle is not only the future of mobile, but today it can help save a life. Take a ride on the Green Turtle Express today. Download the Green Turtle app, the future of mobile, saving lives today. A national sport, an international phenomenon, a way of life.
In any land in the world, and he would never strike a ball more purely.
Football binds a community and can build a nation. Cayman football is back.
Ozil clips it in. Well back!
Better, faster, stronger, and united.
This is the league we want to watch.
From the pitch to the stands, to the field and the sands, we are united. We are Cayman football.
This is YOUTHFLEX, more than talk. Welcome back, listeners, and we are still joined with Proud of Them honorees Mariah Praise and Danielle. Danielle, you still here?
Yes, hi.
Hi.
So, Danielle?
Yes.
What are your plans after receiving this award?
What are my plans after?
Like, what do you plan to do now that you have received the award? Like, do you have any future plans?
Try and finish my degree.
What kind of degree are you doing?
Ocean Science and Marine Conservation.
Oh,
nice.
Is that in bachelor's or master's?
Bachelor's. My master's is gonna be, I don't know, marine research, I think, hopefully.
Okay. And why do you like marine science? Why do you like science in general? I do not like science. But why do you like it?
Me neither.
I did not like science. I don't know how I'm doing a bachelor's of science right now, but I did not like it at all growing up. I mean, I like the basic stuff, like Mrs. Grant and stuff, but then you get to high school and it gets harder, and then there's physics and there's chemistry, and then there's then you have to do math with it, and it's just I don't want to do this. It stressed me out. Still stresses me out, but now I like it more. I have no idea.
Yeah, it's probably because you're taking on the more application approach. You're actually doing stuff in the fields, and that's probably what attracts you rather than the theory. I mean, nobody really likes theory. It's kind of boring stuff.
My course is more like practical, or at least I try to make it as practical as it is, because I feel like I think it's more, what's the word, better for students. Well, this could just be me, depending on how.
It's a lot more engaging, I guess, unless you got a really hype teacher. You know, I think science can be pretty boring if the teacher's energy isn't right. Other than that, you can go and apply science, and that's a lot of fun. Even digging in the dirt and growing plants can be a lot of fun for people. So, and it's applied science, and we really don't think of it as applied science, but everything is a chemical. Everything is a reaction. Growth is a reaction by putting certain chemicals together.
Yeah, definitely. It's just and I think it's just better to it's more hands-on experience, so you understand it a little better. I think it'll just like help you in like the long run, and like if you're doing it with your hands and learning that way, I think it helps you better in the future.
Cool.
Okay. And do you think I've seen or heard that you swim, or you used to swim, or either or? Do you think that maybe your love of marine science or your love of swimming actually kind of influence each other?
Actually, no. I don't think I swam for 7 years, but obviously that was like in the pool.
Yeah, that competitive.
Yeah. But when we did do sea swims, I still wasn't all about the ocean as yet. So I think I don't know how I did it. I think it just grew with my fascination of sharks. I always had a fascination with them. I thought they were so beautiful, and when I realized I didn't want to be a vet anymore, I didn't know what to do, and I was thinking, what else do I really like? And I was like, okay, sharks, and maybe let me see if I can grow from that. And I started learning about the ocean more and more, and I started to just fall in love with it.
They eat up all your turtles. Oh,
And speaking of swimming, you also swam overseas before. Can you tell us what that was like?
I competed in swim meets in St. Petersburg, in Taba, and in Jamaica. Jamaica was my first overseas swim meet, and I was very nervous, but I think I did really good because I did break one of my records, and I did improve a lot. So I felt, and I was obviously competing against like overseas people, so I was like, wow, and I'm doing good. So that was obviously a good confidence boost. So the overall experience was very nice.
So what do you do in your spare time?
I don't know. I don't know what I do. I just feel like I don't have any spare time. I'm mostly in this, like, it's such a sad answer, but like, all I do is study.
You try and get through a degree, and you got a time lag of a half a day. I think it's a challenge.
Yeah, I don't think I have as much spare time as I would like to. But usually when I do, I'll go out with my friends and just
hang on.
Because we're all going through it right now.
Cool.
Okay, and this is a question for both Mariah and Danielle. Where do you guys see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
What age? I'll be...
You'd be 17.
17 and 5 and 22 and 10.
Yeah, I had to think about mine for my
17, you be graduating?
Oh, yeah.
5 years from now?
Yeah.
You be year 12, a little bro. Mariah all grown up.
Yeah, graduate. I don't know what else. I don't know.
What about you, Danielle? 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I'll be finishing my degree.
Right, get your master's.
Yeah, finishing my master's and hopefully putting it to some use and work.
Hopefully in Cayman with the water warmer. Out there, freeze your tail off up there, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I do plan to come back and hopefully put my skills to use. But I also do want to travel and just try and learn more and
Travel the region where the water warm, around the Caribbean. You don't want to go in no cold water.
I was thinking maybe New Zealand actually.
Yeah, it's still tropical, no problem. It's just on the other side of the world. But anytime you go north, too much north or too much south, you get outside the tropics. I think marine science takes on a whole different meaning of survival. Because just getting in the water, you're with cold predators. They're huge predators like polar bears and orcas and I stay in the warm. Stay in the warm part. You can see snappers and groupers.
Well, you don't touch them, they don't touch you. It's a pretty.
I don't think so. I think when they're up there in the cold, anytime they're hungry, they anything that moves is food. And I don't want it to be Danielle.
Well, it is fair. I am in their territory. So
Exactly.
About that. But I also got to be a nice little house guest.
Stay in the boat. You can count on from the boat. Okay, there's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That's it. You think there's more underneath? No. Somebody else can check them by checking from the top.
So
Aye.
So Danielle, do you feel like you're an inspiration to others?
That would be very nice. I don't know if I am, but if I am, wow, that's such a nice honor, and I have to think about that. Yeah, I'm sorry if you're hearing me right now.
Okay. Danielle, I asked Mariah this question earlier, and now I want to know your opinion on Proud of Them and their work and what they do.
I think the whole organization of itself is I think it is a very cool and honoring experience, and I think there's a lot of Caymanians that do like more than they should, or like more than they need to, basically, and just work. I know so many young people that just have given their all to the community, and they should be recognized for all of their achievements, because it's a huge thing, and people should know more about this, because it seems that since I'm their friend, I'm the only one who knows them. Like, I want to nominate you. So I think the Proud of Them overall is it's a good organization. I think it's also it does get you some street cred. I gotta say, some people have come up to me and just like, congratulations, and I kind of forget. I'm like, what?
Okay. So Mariah, I was told that you were in the GAP program at John Gray. I was also a member of that program during my time there. It was okay for me. I didn't like it because it kind of took up most of my time since I was still in the early years of high school. But as an English lover, I kind of liked it. So that was it for me. So now I want to know what is it like for you now?
Well, it's good, but I heard that we have to memorize I heard you have to memorize 20 poems and stuff like that.
Not necessarily memorize. Just remember an outline so you could explain it in the exam.
Okay. Just remember themes,
themes,
figures of speech, stuff like that.
Because you're gonna need it.
Trust me, it's a helping hand, because you get to do it now. So when you get time around to do your CXCs for your options, you have more time to study for that than to, get conflicted.
Yeah, that's what I like about the GAP program, that I get to do it early.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and for those who wondering what the GAP program is, it's the Goal Accelerated Program at John Gray High School, where young students who has the potential to achieve grades from an early age, they're actually sitting exams early. So Mariah Praise is now in year 8, and she's preparing to do her first set of exams in year 9, which means she could possibly finish high school with 12 to 14 passes if successful at all of her exams. And it gives young people an advantage to not only press on, but to achieve great things. I mean, why not do it if you can, right? You go in school anyhow. It's the law. You have to go to school. So if you can push on and challenge yourself and have the teachers help you through those challenges, why not? I know my son was the pilot project for it. Jamar was the first year the GAP program was at John Gray. He graduated in 2017 from John Gray, and they were the very first group that did the GAP, and they were challenging. And what proved more of a challenge that they sat mathematics so early and passed it, and then they didn't do any pure math until they would reach to A levels, and then they struggled because it was 3 years ago they did it and stuff. So I think those lessons learned from the GAP program, they'll start to do stats and all this other stuff in between, and then still do a advanced math or something, just so they're more prepared for A-level studies, because a lot of them are matriculating straight into A-levels, going straight into European colleges and stuff. So you want to make sure that they're ready.
One of the other Proud of Them nominees, Chidine Brooks, she was in the GAP program with me as well. Okay. And, she's a Proud of Them honoree now, so, so GAP is a good thing. We love GAP. And who are you doing the GAP program with? What teacher do you have?
I have Miss Hansen.
Okay. Well, I had Mr. Hansen and Miss Thompson. Yeah. She's now at Clifton.
Doing the GAP program at Clifton.
Shout out to you, Mr. Hansen and Miss Thompson. I actually saw her today at the bank, so shout out to you guys. So what advice do you have for those who feel like they want to give up? This is for both Danielle and you,
Don't give up because just because like other people are telling you that's so dumb, or it's not good that you're doing that thing. But if it's something that you genuinely want to do, then continue doing it, unless you don't want to do it, unless someone is forcing you to do it,
Okay. And you're Danielle?
For someone who wants to give up, I would have to say, Brian, don't give up. It's easier, way easier said than done. But honestly, you just have to push yourself through all that doubt and try and see yourself at the finish line. And just picture that for yourself and aim for that, because that's what's gonna get you through everything.
Okay.
So Danielle and Mariah, we are in our season of joy. What brings you joy?
Being with my family and just having like those fun moments with them.
And you, Danielle?
I would have to say that also for my family, my friends, my dogs, people that support me and who I love. I surround myself around that energy. That will definitely bring me joy.
Okay, and do you guys have any final comments or shout-outs?
No? Right?
No.
No shout-outs? Not even to your mom, nothing? You're not shouting nobody out? GAP program? No. All right. Danielle?
No, I feel like
All you St. Ignatius click? No? You're not shook no more, Lida? All right.
I'll shout out the Jackson family.
There you go.
We know which Jackson family.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They know who it is. Now welcome.
Veronica, Jacko, everyone knows who they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, thank you, Mariah Praise and Danielle, for coming on the show. I want to congratulate you both on your successes, and to, keep moving forward and never give up on what you believe in. So, thank you for joining us today.
Oh. I tell you what brings me joy is helping people. And one of the tasks that's on my plate right now is to help Tarek Francis raise $30,000 to attend the Cordon Bleu. He is a past student of the National Youth Culinary Program. He is he is a 2017 National Youth Cook-Off Champion, and he's raising funds for his college because he don't really qualify for a scholarship. So he has to raise the funds. Mr. Osborne Borden has allowed him to set up a kitchen on the beach down by Grape Tree Cafe, selling lunch from Monday to Thursday. And I can share his menu, but I think tomorrow he has roast fish and curry chicken and jerk chicken and fish soup, I think it is.
And they all complement.
Yeah, and then he also, with the meals come swanky. So, I think it's $15 for the meals with the swanky. And you can support him as he tries to raise funds to go to the Cordon Bleu. It is the most, it's probably the best culinary institution on planet Earth. And it's very hard to get a spot there. And for a young man who lives in the Cayman Islands and has been through a culinary program, to be accepted is a feat in itself, because it's a seat that's, each spot is competed for globally, and for a young person from the Cayman Islands to get there, and I mean he's already a proud of them honoree, but it's something that we can all be proud of. So Monday to Thursday he is on the beach from like 11 until about 2:30, 3 o'clock, selling lunch. So if you want to help Tarek out, just pop by there. If not, I'll try to see if he could come on the show every Wednesday and he can update people on how he's going with his fundraiser.
Okay, let's take our third music break. Here is Houghton with Just Wanna Say.
From the
Welcome back, listeners. Just want to thank the 2021 Proud of Them honorees Mariah and Danielle for joining us, as well as Mr. Jamo, Mr. James Miles, and Ellie, Deidre.
Oh, and if anybody know how to set up a GoFundMe account, do one for Tarek for me, please.
Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us on YOUTHFLEX. I'm your host Chanel, along with co-host Deidre. Shout out to our guests, Danielle Seals and Mariah Perez Padua. Shout out to Radio Cayman for the work on sound and boards, Mr. Will Sinatra, DJ Lynn, and DJ Silver Fox. Shout out to RJ for the live YouTube feed.
And I want to shout out Mijan and everybody down on Beach Kitchen with Tarek. And I want to shout out Youth Services crew because we planning for Black Spring Weekend. And I want to shout out all the Brackers since we already talking about Black Spring Weekend. It could be lit, so be prepared. March 5 to 7. It's going to be awesome.
We're going to win this year.
Yeah, don't bother with that, because from the time you roll out them kind of thing, they come in, man. They could come and cut our tail all 19 to 0, kind of thing they be doing their own. Chop. We going to have fun.
Also, special shout out to our YOUTHFLEX crew, Jared on YOUTHFLEX Socials and Community Service, our musical director Alejandro Bodin, Kristen Jackson on YOUTHFLEX News Desk, Mohendra Brown, our promo director, and the 100+ Flex family all over the globe.
Thanks to SIFA, Cayman Insurance Center, UE Open Campus, and Train with Jay for sponsoring the Super Jam. And to you, our listeners, for tuning in every Wednesday from 4 to 5 for YOUTHFLEX on 89.9 FM. Join us again next Wednesday for YOUTHFLEX Season of Joy.
Hold on. You hear the music behind us? That's Solomon Line. Reason why he's singing. Go ahead now, you can wrap up.
Until next week, this is your host Chanel Martinez saying, smile now, laugh later.
And sing too.
That never ever fails. Since the day I found Jesus, my life hasn't been the same. All my life I will sing this melody.